it's a big blow to Queen Mary of Denmark. Her marriage to King Frederik is in question. Mary of Denmark's 20 years of marriage to Frederick were not without their fair share of scandals. Despite the picture-perfect image the couple tries to project in public, it appears that all that glitters is not gold. Aside from the revelations made during their state trip to Norway, which show a fresh disagreement between Mary and Frederick, confessions from a friend of the Queen have also surfaced, reviving interest in the couple's stability. Highlight: this is happening despite the fact that the monarch is quite sporty about the new disputes in which he is involved. Mary of Denmark has had a tough year, 2023. The images of Frederick strolling around Madrid caused unprecedented tension between them and led to a public condemnation of the then-heir to the throne. This is happening despite the fact that the current monarch has been in the headlines for decades due to his amorous liaisons, both before and after. His wife has had to pull out multiple times, and it would be no different now. A friend of the Danish sovereign broke her silence to "There's a lot of information out there about them, but few people really understand the dynamics of their marriage, which is very distrustful of their personal lives and only their closest friends have access to." The blessed mother with her son during the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney, Margaret and I shook hands. At the time, I had no idea he was the Prince of Denmark. In 2005, Mary revealed in an interview that it had been 20 years since their first meeting. In his 50th anniversary speech, Frederik of Denmark confirmed that he and his wife have a close relationship characterized by space. The current monarch attributed their closeness to the fact that they give each other space. According to the Danish press, who covered the couple during the Geneva Casanova scandal, they spend a lot of time apart. Rumor has it that Frederick has a sort of bachelor den near the palace where he goes when things get too much. Insiders with knowledge of the royals' whereabouts claim that even though Mary and Frederick of Denmark have always been very close and shared loving gestures that cast out any rumors of a crisis, their recent trip to Norway did little to dispel doubts about the true state of their marriage. Statements from a close friend of the monarch have only reignited speculation. Since that horrible episode in November, Mary and Frederick haven't been comfortable with one another, and he hasn't done much to fix the situation, which is profoundly troubling because he is making her look bad. According to an insider, Queen Mary has been through an incredible roller coaster of emotions over the past few months, for which no one was adequately prepared. Despite Frederick of Denmark's reconciliation with his wife in her home country and their subsequent return to Denmark as a married couple, the fallout from the scandal continues to affect Mary of Denmark, who likely feels terrible about being queen and being unable to simply up and leave. This was the attitude she took on when she took her children to Australia for Christmas, away from the deluge of information that surrounded her. The king chose to ignore his wife's friends' comments and focus on the sporting event that was held in Copenhagen this past weekend. His son, Margarth, ran 16.6 kilometers without losing, truly an athlete. In conclusion, the marriage of Mary and Frederick Denmark, despite their best efforts to project an ideal couple image, is plagued by scandals and constant speculation. The couple has faced numerous obstacles during their 20 years of marriage, including public disputes and suspicions of infidelity. Frederick, displaying his athletic fortitude, chooses to ignore the comments and goes about his daily life and duties as usual, demonstrating his calmness in the face of the strain on their relationship caused by the recent scandal involving Cateno Martinez's ex-wife. Mary, on the other hand, is doing her best to keep calm and fulfill her duties to the people of Denmark. While her husband faces difficulties, Mary remains strong and dignified in her support of him, refusing to give in to rumors or scandals. The story delves into the personal struggles of Mary and Frederick, as well as the difficulties of being a royal family in a public eye spotlight. Despite these setbacks, the protagonists persevere, hoping to maintain their union and offer stability to the Danes and their family. The story of Mary and Frederick Denmark serves as a reminder that even in fairy tale royal weddings, there are challenges. However, their triumph over these challenges as a united front can inspire us to be resilient and devoted to one another no matter what comes our way.